Today in our 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee, we're going to be doing a test fit on the Hollywood Rack's Trail Rider Platform Style 2 bike rack. That's part number HR200Z. So I've already got it loaded up just to give you a good idea of what it looks like and how it secures our bikes. It actually secures our bikes by their frame. We've got a rubberized frame hook that goes over that top tube, puts down pressure into those cradles, and then a hook and loop strap keeps our wheels in place. Now, this bike rack doesn't tilt away like most platform style racks. So if you wanted to get into that rear hatch, you'll want to be sure that you arrange your pedals just the right way so we can do that. So as you can see, depending on the bikes you may be carrying, we can get a little more or a little less room out of that rear hatch. So instead of tilting away from the Grand Cherokee, it has a unique way for loading and unloading your bikes. Let's go ahead and check it out. First, we'll want to undo our hook and loop straps. Then we'll want to raise up our frame hooks. From there, we can pull the pin out on our center mast. Tilt that away, and then we can easily remove our bike. A lot better than having to lift it up over the frame hooks and struggle with getting it around our Cherokee's rear hatch. When we're all set, we can just raise it back up and replace the pin. Now with it folded away, obviously we can open up that rear hatch all the way to remove any cargo, gear, groceries, anything we might have with us on our trip. Let's go ahead and take a few measurements. So overall, we've added about 28 inches. Our closest point is going to be about 7 inches. And for our ground clearance at the very back is about 24 inches. Now I like to go ahead and replace these. That way they're not hanging around. They don't get damaged or lost. Now you can stow the bike rack this way, of course when you're hitting the trails or when you're driving around town. If you'd like to store it off the vehicle or if you're not going to be using it for a while, you can actually fold up the platform. Remove the pins here, fold it up, and reinsert it into the holes here. Now, as you can see, by doing this, it'd be a lot easier to maybe store in your garage or maybe even on a shelf. The measurements don't change. Go ahead and double check our ground clearance underneath here. Yeah, so still about 24 inches. Coming right out of our hitch here, we've got about 18 inches. Now the Trail Rider can work with either 1 1/4 or 2-inch receivers. It includes a sleeve that goes over that 1 1/4. That way it'll fit those 2-inch receivers. The anti-rattle bolt and lock is included. The nice thing about the anti-rattle bolt is it's going to help reduce all that play and rattle within our receiver and our bike rack to make a nice solid ride for our bikes. Now the lock is key-to-like to our frame hooks up top. That way we have less keys. So not only can no one remove our bike rack from our hitch, but they can't remove our bike from our bike rack. But with that being said, that's going to complete our test fit of the Hollywood Rack's Trail Rider Platform Style 2 bike rack, part number HR200Z, on our 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee.